Have you ever had a reason to tell someone "I told you so"? In very simple terms, you made a forecast. Forecasts are all about using what we know about the past to change our actions in the present to positively impact the future. Likewise, in revenue management, we use scientific and statistical data to create a forecast that can help us make decisions that will better manage and generate revenue. And in order for us to do so properly, we need to understand what goes into a forecast, what influence forecasting has, and the different forecast types that exist, and of course their purpose in different hotel departments. Forecasting is a process of making predictions for metrics like occupancy, arrivals, or even revenue. We do that in its simplest form by using historical data. We're combining that with future holdings and overlay current trends to predict a future outcome. Now, mostly revenue managers use forecasts to estimate future demand. Demand in hotels simply means how many people are out there for a specific day in the future who will want to buy my hotel room. And when we forecast, we also need to adjust for special events and anomalies. There are a lot of things that do not fit into typical behavior pattern of a hotel or even a segment, and are therefore not useful predictors of typical behavior. Imagine special events, one-off marketing initiatives, drastic changes in occupancy levels, or major political, economic, or sporting events. These types of anomalies would be identified in your external data sets. Other type of external data sets that might impact your forecasting might be something as simple as competitors dropping their pricing. Identifying those variations can help you forecast and adjust your strategy for the best possible result. It is also crucial to note that revenue managers do an unconstrained forecast, which means we're not being limited by the amount of rooms we have on offer. So imagine there's a sporting event and you have a 100-bedroom hotel. Your unconstrained forecast might show way more than 100 rooms in demand. And you can use that information to make strategic revenue decisions, such as which guests to accept and which ones to deny. In every hotel, you have different forecasts that are used for different occasions as well by different people. Now, here are 3 common types. The first one is operational forecasting. It is used to help departments like rooms or food and beverage make plans around manning schedule, so meeting demand variations in the future, and expense budgets such as control waste or reduce inefficiencies. But of course, forecasting can also be used by finance, so it is finance oriented, which is used by hotel owners and investors primarily. This concerns itself solely with financial matters like budgeting, profit forecasting, and long-term performance forecasting. Revenue management, however, is concerned with business-oriented forecasting, meaning that it can vary as the dynamics change. This also means that revenue management forecasting itself is dynamic and varies, and it's not about eliminating but minimizing errors. To practice forecasting, take a moment now to collect some historical data on your own spending. How much did you spend each week for the last month? Then use that data to forecast how much are you going to spend next week. Do the numbers match up? And how would you adjust your forecasting to make it more accurate? Before you go, here are 3 principles to forecasting to remember. Forecasting is the process of making future predictions about hotel expected revenue. Forecasting itself is influenced by internal data like your own pricing and external data sets like competitor pricing or events. And lastly, revenue management forecasting is dynamic, and it's about minimizing errors, not eliminating them.